Hey everyone, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I am happy to have you joining us today. We're gonna recap my budget for the last 2 weeks and prepare my budget for the next 2 weeks. So if you are interested in that, oh, and we're also gonna be doing a cash stuffing. So if you're interested in that, I hope you'll stay tuned. All right, you guys, so I just kind of did like an interim budget that I didn't film because, as most of you know, I was in Hawaii. Our family had a Hawaii vacation, and my payday ended, or my payday was in the middle of our vacation time. So I had to hustle and do my budget really quick when I got back, and so it's not like a full. I mean, well, okay, it's pretty full. But I didn't like fund my expense categories as much as I usually do because there was some rollover. I don't know. I left money for the kids while we were gone, and they just kind of did willy-nilly things, which was fine. They didn't update my trackers or anything, which was fine. But anywho, let's look at it real quick. So last budget cycle was my payday for October 17th. And I had a little bit of rollover money here in my miscellaneous category, which I put in orange because I should have added it to all of my numbers when I prepared my budget, but I forgot to do that. So I just put it in orange so that you could see that I had rollover money from my wallet, my miscellaneous category in my wallet. I had $40 rollover money, so we just rolled it over into these expenses. And then when I did my budget, I just added $140 for groceries to cover us for the week and a half or so that we've been back, and then $40 for food fund, and then we had this miscellaneous category which we did not spend out of. So I had $140 for groceries and we spent $60, and then food fund I had $40 and we spent all $40. So we came in $80 under budget from what I put for my cash envelopes, or what came out of my paycheck, and then plus this $40 from my rollover miscellaneous that I forgot to put here. So in total, we had the $80 under budget plus this $40. So we had $120 of rollover money that I will be putting towards games and savings challenges. So that's where we are from the last 2 weeks. I did do my bills here because those had to get paid. I did only a 1 week of Mini Mondays and Faith Fridays and games, and then I did do my sinking funds. So it was kind of nice because I didn't budget as much for my bi-weekly expenses, so I had a little bit more to distribute among my sinking funds, especially my revolving sinking funds. These are kind of like a last, my revolving is, I put things here when I have a little bit of extra money. Priority is always funded, and so are my annual sinking funds. My long-term sinking funds are funded through Mini Mondays most of the time, and so revolving kind of just gets what's left over. So since I had a little bit extra left over, I was able to put a little bit extra money towards those categories. So that is what my budget looks like from the last 2 weeks. So let's get my wallet. I should have $120. So there's my grocery leftover money. Everything else was depleted. And then here's my miscellaneous leftover money. And so I should have $120 here. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, and 20. So this $120, let me get my paper clips, is going to get used for games and savings challenges for my game days. Am I recording? Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's look at let's scooch things out of the way a bit, and let's look at October. So we are working with my paycheck here from October 31st, and since it is the last day of the month, all of the bills that are going to be paid with this paycheck are in the beginning of November. So for November, for the October 31st paycheck, we're going to be paying all these bills that are in this beigey color sticker. So Cricket $10, my gas bill $33, and that's for our home heating, our natural gas. Our water bill is $96. Our trash bill is $47. This is paid in only odd months. $47, and then our internet is $132. So these are the bills that we're going to be paying with this October 31st paycheck. And October, let's look at it real quick, was a quote-unquote magic month for me. I have a payday on the 3rd, the 17th, and the 31st. So I got an extra quote-unquote paycheck, but it doesn't really affect me because I budget per paycheck. So for those of you who are new here, I get paid every other Friday, and I am preparing a new budget every other Friday. So there's not a whole lot of savings for me. The only difference that I actually see with my extra paycheck is that this paycheck, I don't have my medical insurance deductions taken out of this paycheck. But I have a really good insurance plan through my work, so it's not a whole lot. I think it's like $60 maybe. But that's really the only difference, because it is still being used to pay bills, just not within October, if that makes sense. So anyways, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bills that we're going to be paying with this paycheck. And where is it? Oh, it's not, I don't put it in November because it's not a November paycheck, even though it's paying November bills. I don't know, every time I come to this situation, I have a hard time figuring out where I want to put it. But I figured since it's the paycheck for October, I'm going to put it in the October portion of my budget planner. So we have, looking at my budget, I came in at $2,016. I have $120 rollover money, which is from my wallet, and then $13 for this and that. And this is my giving on top of whatever income I get from my YouTube, Etsy, and or Ko-fi. But since we were on vacation, that money it wasn't a lot because I shut down my Etsy shop for the time we were on vacation. But anyways, it's just less. So it's $13. I want to show it coming in here so that I can show it going out in the giving part of my sinking funds. So total income is $2,149. We have tuition here of $255, which I do put in the bill section, so I make sure that that always gets paid, even though I'm not paying it monthly. My kids' spring college tuition is due at the beginning of December, so I have been budgeting. They're also going to give me a little bit from their income, but this is just so that I can make sure that I have that money set aside for them. My Cricket, my gas, 33, water 96, trash 47, internet 132, brings my bill total to $573. So if I subtract that from this $2,149, I'm left with $1,576. Okay, moving over into my biweekly expenses, we are gonna up our grocery budget by $50. We've been kind of, I want to say, going over in our grocery budget, even though it hasn't been reflected in my budget. If you watch previous videos, because sometimes I just use what is in my checking buffer, or I pull from another envelope, but I am seeing that, at least for us here in Southern California, our grocery prices are not going down. So we're going to up the budget by $50 there and see if that helps. We've got $40 for fuel, $80 to food fun, $60 for miscellaneous, and then $15 for our drinking water because we fill up the 5-gallon water jugs for our water dispensers here at home. So our expenses are $545, and that leaves us, if we subtract 545 from 1,576, that leaves us $1,031 left. Moving into our savings, I call it savings, but these are pretty much my like my savings challenges. So we are going to be putting 100 to Mini Mondays, $50 each week. We're going to do 80 for Faith Fridays, bump it up to $40 each week. We've got $100 going to games and savings challenges. We have $60 going to our Monster Town box, so we're bumping it up to $30 each week. We were doing $15. We have this $120 for games from my rollover money up here. So incoming here, outgoing here, which brings a total towards savings challenges is $500. So if we subtract that from 1,031, we are left with $531. And the reason why we're able to put a little bit more towards Faith Friday and for our Monster Town is because I'm not saving for vacation anymore, and I'm not saving for Invisalign anymore. I did look at my financial goals, and the only area that I had left was my Invisalign, and that is going to be fully funded by things that are currently in process. So, for example, all of the money that was coming from my year of savings from Save with Judy, $300, is going to Invisalign. So even though that's not actually stuffed into my Invisalign sinking fund, it is there until I finish that game, and then I'll put it towards my Invisalign sinking fund, and then we'll be good. And then I also have I have November and December Mini Mondays from my sister Candy, her year of minis, that are going to go to Invisalign. And I also have 2 of her scratchers from her year of savings, November and December, that are also designated for Invisalign. So I think with the 2 scratchers, the 2 minis, and then the Save with Judy, I'm good for Invisalign. Probably going to be a little bit over, I think. But anyways, that's why we have a little bit of extra money here. Okay? And then we'll go into my sinking funds as we stuff them. Alrighty, so let's move this to the side. How are you guys doing? I always forget to ask because I feel like my budget cash stuffing videos are all like business. Like we got to get down to business. But I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Saturday for me. I have a lot on my to-do list. And I feel like if I'm talking fast, it's because I feel like I've gotten a late start. It's like 12:30 in the afternoon. Normally I'm like up in the morning, have my coffee, and I'm here with you guys at like 8. 8 o'clock. But so I feel like I'm running out of time, but my son was here and he was sleeping in our little craft area, and I didn't want to wake him up, so I just let him sleep in. But now I feel like I'm rushed. I'm gonna figure it out, you guys, and by the time I figure it out, he's gonna move out. Anyways, okay, so let's count our money. We should have $1,661 here to cash stuff. This portion back here is my rollover money. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. And then we have 50, 150. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60. So 460. And then we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 370. And then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 160. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So $1,661, right on the money. So I'm going to move that off to the side, bring my budget over here, put that off to the side. Okay. I feel like I'm off center. Am I off center? Okay. All right. Let's get out my wallet. We're going to do $350 to groceries, and let me set up my iPad because I have my cash breakdown on my iPad. So hold, please. Okay, so we're gonna do $350 for groceries. So I have that as 100, 250s, 720s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 10. So we should have 350 here. So we have 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50. So 350 for groceries. And maybe in general, it's not the prices of the I think it's the prices of the groceries, but also we have Jason here. So, and he is very, both of my boys are actually very into going to the gym and working out, except for Nicholas is all about the junk food, and Jason's all about the high protein, low carb. He's very strict. He's very regimented. He's very disciplined in that aspect. So we've been spending a lot more money. We've been maybe not a lot more money, but we've been spending more money on meat, and meat is expensive. So anywho, fuel is going to get $40, so 20 and 40. Okay, food fun is getting 80, so it's going to get 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80 in food fun. Okay, miscellaneous is going to get 60, so it's going to get 20, 40, 50, and 60. And the kids did really good spending wise while we were in Hawaii. They didn't like eat out all the time. I mean, they did eat out more frequently than we would, but they did kind of separate out days. I think each of them made a meal, which was great. So like a dinner, each of them made a dinner. They were designated one night for a dinner, which was great, and they all did their part. And yeah, I love that. I love that they worked together, if only for 3 meals. All right, my water is going to get $15. And again, this is for our water jugs as opposed to running water for the home. Okay, so this is my wallet, and I do keep this at home in case anybody needs to dip into there. I don't like to carry that much cash on me when I'm out and about, so that stays home. Okay, let's go on to my sinking funds. We're going to start with my priority binder, and let's just get a little untangled here. Oh my gosh, struggling. Okay, giving is going to get $215. So 100, 200, 10, and 15. And I need to do a cash condensing. I am in desperate need of one. So let's see. We have 4,000 in the bank. So we should have 1,367 in cash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 10, 20. Nope. You guys, let me get my calculator. Let me do it on the calculator because we all know this is not working in my brain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 100, 200, 1,200. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So yes, 5,367 in giving. And yes, I need to do a condensing. And no, I don't know if I'll have time to do it this weekend. A lot to do, you guys. Okay, tuition. Oh wait, let me write that down. 5,367. All right, tuition is getting $255. So 100, 250, and 5. And like I said, this is due, well, this installment, I don't even know if it's installment. Spring tuition is due in December. So I have 700 in the bank. In cash, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 900. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, oops, 10, 11. See, now I'm all thrown off. Let me add 50. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, and 11. So 1,000. Ooh, it says 1,661, but I should have, according to my calculations, 1,761. Okay, so 700 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 9, 950. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, and 11. Plus 111. Yes, 1,761. Okay, I don't know what I did the first time around, but we are good to go. Okay, next holiday. Oops, let me write that down. You guys, it's taking me a minute to get back into my groove. All right, next holiday is going to get 40, so 20 and 40. For our next holiday, it will be Thanksgiving, but since Christmas is right on the heels of that, I am trying to beef this up because I don't know what I need to bring. Most of the time for November, for our Thanksgiving, we do one with just our family and then one with my mom and my sisters and their families. So I'm probably going to need quite a bit. Okay. Anywho, next holiday has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 21, 2, 3, and 4. So $224 for next holiday. So kind of next holiday is like Thanksgiving and half of Thanksgiving and then Christmas for us. All right, so that's $224. All right, the next one is Kayla's party, and she's going to get 40. She is having her 20th birthday party the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so I need to try to build this one up a little bit more. She is saving as well, but I wanted to contribute to her party as well for food, decorations, whatever she may need. And it's kind of funny because her party is going to be the Saturday after Thanksgiving, which is the day that we do Thanksgiving with my mom and my sisters and everybody else. So she is going to miss the big family Thanksgiving, which is perfectly fine for her because then we'll all be out of the house. She can have the house to herself for her party. So anyway, she's got 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So $349 for her party. And they're very responsible kids, you guys. It's not like they're going to have a rager party where people are going to be passed out on my lawn. So I'm kind of bummed that she's not going to be with the big family Thanksgiving, but that's okay. All right, graduation is going to get 10, and this is for when my son Nicholas graduates from college in May, so we can have like a barbecue for him. So it's going to be 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So 190 for our graduation. And then I'll start working on this one a little bit more diligently after the holidays, after Kayla's party. And yeah, probably just after Kayla's party. All right, the kids are each going to get $10, so we're going to get $10 for Jason. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 70, 90, 500, 10, 15, 16. So $516 for Jason. And I'm probably just going to give the cash to him. I was thinking about just rolling over the savings for the kids. I don't know what I'm going to do. I can either give, what I did last year is I saved up for them and then I gave them all of their money at Thanksgiving when we had our small family Thanksgiving. I gave them their money so that they'd have extra money for like Christmas and things like that. But then I was thinking maybe I should save for bigger things like, I don't know, a wedding or, you know, I don't know, bigger things. But I haven't decided. In all honesty, most likely I'll probably just give them the cash again at our small family Thanksgiving, but we'll see. Okay, so Jason has, graduation has 190. Jason has 516. All right, we're going to give 10 to Nicholas as well. So we have 150, 70, 90, 200, 10, 11. He has $211, and the reason he has less than Jason is because he already used part of his money earlier this year. And then Kayla is also going to get $10, and she should have the same as Jason. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 70, 90, 500, 10, 15, and 16. So 516 for her as well. Have you guys started Christmas shopping? I haven't started yet. I need to ask for wish lists. But usually I can get it done fairly quickly. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, moving on to my annual sinking funds. When I did my quick budget, there were a few categories that were fully funded, and I forgot to make a note, so I stuffed them again this time, but we'll go through them and make appropriate notes. Okay, Auto Club is going to get $10. I'm going to shift these back a little so I have more room for my 10s, because I feel like there's no space. Okay. Alrighty, so Auto Club is going to get $10. And so now Auto Club has 100, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 6, and 7. So $267. It is $255. So I'm going to get a marker pen here and just make a note right here in my budget. I'm just going to put fully funded so that I don't budget for it next time. So 267 in Auto Club. Okay. And then Canva is going to get $5. So Canva has 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. $40 in Canva. You guys, I feel like I have so much to do. Like, Costco is fully funded. It has 164. Like, I had put in for PTO time for like 3 days in December just so I could get caught up and do like my budget setup for the next year and how I'm going to do my planners and things like that. And I had to cancel the PTO because of my new like responsibilities at work. I'm not able to take that time off. Well, I can. Nobody at work is telling me that I can't take that time off, but me, just like for my peace of mind, I can't take 3 days in a row. So we'll see. I think I am just going to take a Friday though, just to try to get like set up for the next year, because I feel like I don't have time to do that. And maybe because it's all in my head. Maybe, you know what I need to do? I need to do a brain dump and just get it all out on paper, and then I'll probably feel better. Do you guys do that? Like, if you have a lot of stuff on your mind, you just like do a brain dump, and as long as it's on paper, I feel better. Because I did that kind of with all of my packing for Hawaii too. I had everything in my mind, and it was like, okay, I can't forget that, I can't forget that. And then what I ended up doing was making a checklist, like a paper checklist, and once everything was on the checklist, I felt so much better. Even though I still hadn't packed, the fact that I had written it down, I felt better. Oh my goodness, you guys, my neighbors are taking down their Halloween decorations. They put like a trim on their house for their Halloween decorations, and they also put trim, you know, along their eaves for Christmas. He's taking down Halloween and putting up Christmas at the same time, you guys. We are so behind. It's another thing that I have to do on my brain dump. Okay. Oh, squirrel moment. Ah, all right. Escrow buffer is getting $15, and we did get our property tax bill. Is that? Yeah, escrow buffer. Okay, so we have 500 in the bank. 600, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So 685 in our escrow buffer. And this is in case we come up short for property taxes or homeowners insurance. 685. We do not have these items impounded with our mortgage payment. We save for these separately. I went over this in a few of my previous videos, but we save for it separately. So the only thing that our mortgage company takes out is our actual principal and interest. They don't take out monthly payments for our homeowners insurance or property taxes. That is all saved separately. So we did get our property tax bill and our homeowners insurance bill, and the money that we have in my bank account for our escrow, through our bank, I can name like certain portions of that account, different things. So for the escrow bucket, if you will, we have enough to cover property taxes and homeowners insurance in December. And per my calculations, when our next installment of property taxes comes due in April, we should have enough. So we should not have to dip into this buffer, but I am going to continue to fund it just in case. Okay, Kia Tags is fully funded. It has $125. All right, we're going to do $7 to the P.O. Box. And I think this one, yep, fully funded. So it's okay if there's a little bit extra, right? Okay, so P.O. Box has 150, 55, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What? We have an extra dollar. We have $179 in our P.O. Box. Did I do that right? Let me just check. 150, 55, 60, 65, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we have an extra dollar. You know what? I'm going to pull this out so I don't confuse myself, and we'll just add it to like a game or something. Okay, so 178 in my P.O. Box. I'm going to make a note out here to the side again that this one is fully funded, so we don't add that into the budget next time. I mean, it's okay if we do and it's extra, but, you know, we don't have to. Okay, so that one's fully funded. You know what? Let me get, I think I have, hold please. Okay, I'm just going to slip these in here. So P.O. Box is fully funded, and then Auto Club was fully funded, just so that we know, you guys. Okay. My Prime account, oh, I think this one is also fully funded. So 5, 6, and 7. Yes, that's fully funded. So Prime account has 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $85 in our Prime account. And I don't know if I have another fully funded little thingamajigger. $85 in Prime account. That is fully funded. Let me see if I have another one. Hold, please. All right, I do. Okay, so Prime account fully funded. Okay. Tax prep is getting 15, so $15 for tax prep, and this is to pay our accountant who helps us with our taxes. So we have 200 in the bank. 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 305. Is that right? Why do I have 300? 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. There, I counted wrong. Okay, so 300 in tax prep. And it looks like that one is fully funded as well. But I'm just going to save a little bit extra in this one. Probably one more budget cycle just to make sure. Maybe one more budget cycle or two maybe. Just to make sure that we have enough in case his fees go up or, you know, I don't know. Okay, so that is my tax prep. Tax buffer is going to get $20. And this is in case we come up short. In case we owe taxes. So we have 800, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, $1,000 and $5 in our tax buffer. Maybe I should start beefing this one up too a little bit. I don't know, I might change my mind on that one. Okay, and then truck tags is 7, so 5, 6, and 7. Oops. Okay, so truck tags has 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 168 in truck tags. Oh, what was fully funded? Prime? I forgot to put it in red. Okay, let's see. Is it Prime? Yes, Prime. So let me do fully funded on this one too. Okay, alrighty, so that is it for my annual sinking funds. Okay, moving on to revolving. Okay. Hobbies is not getting anything. It has $297. And I do need to pull from this to pay myself back because I bought my stickers that I use to decorate my monthly spreads. So I have, just so you can see, so like my monthly spreads, all of these stickers are from Planner Kate. They are so stinking cute, you guys, and it makes decorating my page just like go so fast. Anyways, I did purchase November and then December. So cute, right? So I did, I use her stickers in my budget and my regular daily planner. So she usually per month will put out 2 designs. So that was November, December, and then in my regular daily planner. My daily planner for the monthly spread is where I track like my videos that I need to do, and then I just have like my daily things behind. But this was another design for November, and then for December. They're so cute, you guys. If you're interested, I'll try to remember to link her below. But she puts out like I said, usually 2 designs per month, and she has for all planner sizes. Those were for the Happy Planner, but she has like plum paper, Erin Condren. So if you use any like other planner, you should go check out her website, because she does do different sticker sets for different things, for different types of planners. But anywho, I don't know how we got off on that one. Oh, because I have to take out from my hobbies envelope to pay my to put the money back to my checking account, because I did purchase that online. So but I will do that. Beauty is going to get 10. All right, so Beauty has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, and 16. $116. Okay. Clothing is not getting anything. It has 170. Date night is not getting anything. It has 104. Gifts is $10. Okay, so gifts has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 6, and 7. $57. Okay. And then health is going to get 10. This is for copays, prescriptions, over-the-counter medications. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 147. Okay. I am struggling. Okay. Pool supplies is going to get 10. You guys, we really need to get to fall weather. It's been hot over here. 20, 40, 50, no, 20, 40, 50, 60. It's been really hot over here, and the hotter it is, the more pool supplies we use because it burns off all the chemicals. So that's another reason we just really need to get to fall. So we can save on pool supplies. All right, puppers is going to get $10. Okay, so now they have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $104 for them. Alrighty. Alright, utilities, extra utilities is not getting anything. It has 300. And then Faithful Dash has 119. And I think we did really good this year as far, I think I only dipped in, my utilities envelope is kind of like a buffer in case I have a higher electric bill in the summer or a higher gas bill in the winter. And I did really good this year, you guys. I was able to budget for my higher electric bills, and I only had to dip into here once for one bill for $137. So it was manageable, but we shall see. We shall see what happens. Our energy costs have gone up so much, you guys. I can't, like, when we first moved here, like, my electric bill would be like right around 60 bucks. Now, no matter the time of year, average 60 bucks. Maybe it would go up to a little bit over, maybe 150 or so, almost 200, like in the hot months when we were running our air conditioner. But now it's never below $100, like, ever. Even in the winter when we're hardly using electricity. We're using mostly gas. But yeah, my electric bill never goes under $100 anymore. It's ridiculous. Anywho. Okay, so long term, as I mentioned, is mostly funded through Mini Mondays, but we do have pet care in here for $10. So let's just add $10. So pet care now has 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, $400 in pet care. Oh, let me grab our balances too while we're at it. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, car maintenance has $338. Christmas has $2,069. And we have met our goal for Christmas, so we're way over, but I save continually for Christmas year round. Dentist has $321, which reminds me I need to reschedule my dentist appointment because I did schedule it on a day that I was supposed to be PTO, but since I canceled my PTO, I can't go to the dentist. Emergency has $2,472. Holiday decor has $177. House yard has $544. Invisalign has $3,741. And to pay myself back for Invisalign is $3,950. So let's just take a look real quick. $3,950 minus $3,741 is $209. So just in Judy's year-round savings, that $300 is going to bring me up to, it's going to bring me to what I owed myself back for Invisalign. So we're really, really good shape there. Which means the other money that I'm saving can go to randomizer. Yay! Okay, medical, or I could just put it all to emergency. That would be even better. Okay, medical has $1,579. And then vacation, I have $1,600 in the bank. That was left over from Hawaii. That it's just going to sit there. I'm not actively going to save for vacation at this point, but that's just there in case we do something on a weekend. You know, it's there. Kind of like a long weekend, or like from a Saturday to a Sunday or something like that. That's there for me to pull from. So, alrighty, let's take a look before we stuff our savings challenge money. Let's take a look at what we have. Let me get my marker pen. We do not count giving. And I was thinking about this, like, does that make sense to you? We don't count giving because I don't consider that my money. That goes, and there's no, that's a non-negotiable for me. That goes. Everything else, even though it is dedicated to a sinking fund, even tuition, even though it's dedicated and I do need to pay that, if push comes to shove and we need cash, I have all of this cash to pull from for something. And I know it sounds terrible, but I could put tuition on a credit card. But everything else, like cash on hand, can go to something else, not what it is designated to, except for my giving. That is non-negotiable. I don't count that as mine. It's not even an option. So that's why I put a little dot there, because we don't count it. So in my sinking funds, let's see. In priority, we have $3,767. In my annual, we have $3,017. In revolving, we have $1,474. And then in long term, we have $13,241. Okay, so total we have $21,499. Awesome. And then let's see, just looking back at our last budget, what did we have? Minus 2,800. So we added about $699, give or take, between all of the ingoing, outgoing. So, woo, I am so sorry. Alrighty, so that's where we stand on sinking funds. Let's go back here and grab our savings challenge money. So mini Mondays, let me just open up my iPad because it went to sleep. All right, mini Mondays is going to get 20, 40, 50, 60, no, 20, 40, yeah, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100 total, so 50 each. 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. So 50 each week for mini Mondays. Let's just grab my paper clips here. Okay, and then mini Mondays is here. Have you guys started thinking about your goals, your financial goals for next year? I haven't. I for sure am going to include my emergency fund in my goals next year, just to bump that up. But I'm curious, what other goals do you have? I'm thinking, oh, my little things keep falling out. I'm thinking I might want to add a goal for like redoing my bathroom. Do you guys do sinking funds for that type of thing? Faith Fridays is going to get 80, so it's going to get, what is it going to get? It's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we should have 40 here. 10, 20, 30, 35, and 40 each. Do you guys do sinking funds for like specific home improvements, or do you just put it, like I have a house and yard sinking fund and we just pull from that if we're working on the house or the yard? I know. But do you also do like a separate like a bathroom remodel sinking fund in addition to like a house sinking fund? I'm curious. What was that? Faith Friday. Okay. I'm just curious as to how, you know, how you do that, or if I should do something like that. I don't know. Just thinking out loud, you guys. And I'd love your input. Okay, that was Faith Fridays. For games, For games, I have, let's see, 2 20s. I have 3 10s, 1, 2, and 3 10s. I have 5 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I should have 100 here. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 100, plus the 120 that we had in rollover money. So let's just incorporate all of this. So 220 altogether. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 220 for games. And it might seem like a lot for games, but I'm only doing this every other week. So 220 every other week is roughly the same as my right around 100-ish that I was doing every week. So we will put that here for games and saving challenges. Alrighty. What do we have next? Monsters is gonna get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna get 1 and 2, and then it's gonna get 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 10, 20, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. $30 each week for monsters. I do my Monster Town box saving challenge along with my mini Mondays on Mondays. Okay, so this is for that. And you guys, I'm super excited because we can close our binder now, but also I'm kind of in a quandary because my holidays back here, we're all going to my daughter's birthday party, and I'm not done finishing, and I'm not done finishing. I haven't finished them yet. So I have 3rd, 10, 17, and 24. I have 4 more weeks to finish those. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should cheat so that I could finish those. But anyways, that is the Monster Town, and then we should have $40 here for my month ahead. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and $40 for month ahead. Okay, and then month ahead is in this pretty girl. All right. Oh, look, I have month ahead already. Oh, you know why? Because I only do month ahead on the mini Mondays after payday. And I didn't do it last time. So we're just gonna do two weeks worth, you guys. Which is fine. It's fine. Okay, so that is month ahead there. Alrighty. So, you guys, you know what? I have this extra $1. I forgot now where I pulled that out of. One of my sinking funds. I'm just gonna add it to my monsters. I'll add it to 1 week of monsters. Of my Monster Town box. Since I don't know where else to add it. We'll just put it there. Alrighty. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, so that is going to do it for me. We're all stuffed. We're all ready for the next 2 weeks. I'm so excited. I always feel so good after a cash stuffing. I feel prepared and ready to take on the next 2 weeks. So I am so glad that you joined in today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for bearing with me while I was MIA during my vacation, a little bit before and a little bit after. I really needed to have that downtime, but I appreciate you guys being patient with me. So anyways, again, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.